तो आज हम देखेंगे कि आईसी एप्लीकेशंस कैसे करते हैं, आईसी कोड क्या है। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले देख लेते हैं आईसी कोड क्या है। सो एज पर हमारी जो पॉलिसी है, ठीक है, जो करंट पॉलिसी है, दैट इज करंट ट्रेड पॉलिसी 2015-20. Okay, as per this current trade policy, it is mandatory. Okay, it is mandatory to register yourself with DGFT. Okay, with DGFT, and it is mandatory to get IEC certificate. Okay, so what is this IEC certificate? So IEC means import export certificate. Okay, good. So this is what the IEC means. Who issues this IEC? So DGFT, that is Directorate General of Foreign Trade, issues the IEC. Okay, without IEC you cannot enter into the trade business. Okay, so now what is the procedure to get this IEC number? So the first and foremost thing is once you decide that okay, I'm going to enter into international business with the international trade. So meanwhile, it is expected that you have already registered yourself as a company and you are operating into the domestic market. Okay, so those who have already registered themselves as a domestic players, and second option is those who have not registered but they are just started thinking to enter into in this international trade business. For them it is mandatory. So what they need to do is they need to, but now we actually start the procedure and procedure of how to get this IEC number. So the first and foremost thing is that you need to log into this DGFT website. Okay, once you open this website, once you open this site, the site will look like this. Okay, the site will look like this. Okay, in the second stage you need to click on a service page. You need to click on a service page. Once you click on a service page, it opens a tab called IEC. Okay, so you need to click on this IEC as. Once you click on IEC, you will get this dialog box. Okay, so first you need to open the website, then you need to enter into a service. Once you enter into a service, you will find there is a IEC tab. Click on that IEC tab, you will find multiple options. Okay, so here what you need to do is you need to click on the first option. Okay, you need to click on the first option. This is what the first option is, and that is online IEC applications. Okay, so first step is this: open DGFT website, click on the service tab, then went to the IEC, and then IEC applications. Okay, once you click on that IEC application, the new window pop-up will open, and this will pop up like this. Okay, here you need to enter your PAN number. You need to enter your PAN number. Okay, listen carefully. The applicants are advised to read the instructions carefully before applying. So humble request to all of you, as this process is very easy to complete, but the main concern over here is please read all the instructions carefully for the future perspective. Okay, second thing, please note before logging into the system, IEC application digitally, the Internet Explorer browser only having a version of 11 and above with JavaScript. So just take care of this technical aspect. Okay, almost nowadays this is not a bigger issue for applying IEC. This is just a technical suggestions given by the concerned DGFT website. Okay, from menu bar option, Internet Explorer, select tools, compatibility view. So this is what technical suggestions. So if you are facing any problem in opening up this page, just look at this point. But 99.99% nobody will face such kind of problems. Okay. So major concern is once click on IEC application, you will find this as your tab. Okay. Here you need to enter your PAN number. This is what most important. You can enter your as a if you want IEC on your individual name, then you can enter your individual's PAN number. If you wish, if you are having a PAN number of any company, then you can use that company's PAN number as well. So enter that PAN number over here. Once you enter into the PAN number and you just click on the next button, the another pop-up window will open. But listen carefully. Here is the catch. Say for example, while you are opening up your PAN number and you have registered, say for example, xyz@gmail.com. You use this email ID and you use this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as your mobile number. If this mobile number and this email ID right now is not in a working condition, better you update yourself with a new email ID and a new mobile number. The reason behind is once you enter this PAN number, you need to enter your mobile number over here. Okay, so please mention your mobile number, your email ID, and click this captcha over here. And then click on a generate token. This is step number 3, generate token. Once you click on that, the OTP, the OTP one-time password will be sent on both the things, okay, to mobile number and to email IDs. So in the next step, you need to enter that OTP sent to mobile and the email ID. It is mandatory to enter both the OTP, okay, at a time. Once you enter the OTP from your mobile and from your email ID, just submit the button. This is what the initial process is. This is initial process to confirm about your identity. That means you are the person who is applying, and the number and the email ID that has been given is you only using this. Okay. Now listen carefully. It is mandatory that token numbers entered must be the same serial number, otherwise token will not be accepted. This is point number 1. Second, if due to some technical reasons, now this is most important, most of the people are having this dilemma. If due to some technical reason you have not received either email token or a mobile token, then you can regenerate the tokens by clicking regenerate. So don't worry. Many times it happens that due to heavy traffic on the mobile network, it might possible that you are not able to receive. Or sometimes it happens that you received an email but you did not receive any SMS. Or it might possible you received an SMS but you did not receive email because of that spam problem. So don't worry, just regenerate this. You can regenerate it multiple times, no issues there. If the exporter needs to modify same details in IEC application, then he has to log in with the same PAN, mobile number and email ID that he used earlier. So the third point is about existing player. Okay, the existing IEC holders wants to change something, they need to use this information. For the new applier, they need not to think about the point number 3. Okay. So once you complete that formality of verification, you will be directing to the new window where you will get this ecom reference number. So as in when you move to this window, a humble request to all of you that please note down this 20-digit ecom number first. Okay, so you need to save this number first, displayed on the IEC. Okay, this is what the most important thing is. Okay, here in this entire screen, it is divided into basically 2 parts. Okay, this is like this. This right hand side part will be a help menu for you. Okay, and the left hand side is considered as a master data file. Okay, now moving further, first and foremost thing you need to enter, this is what here, the left hand side of the screen, various options will appear. Exporter needs to fill in the details for IEC like branch, directors, fees payment and attachment. So this is what the information side, and this is what for help. Okay, once you click on one by one tab, it will show you over here that please enter the details. Okay, before that you can click on this help menu and you get all the ideas. Okay, now this is what IEC number master file. So this is what master file looks like. Entity name, this is what the basic information of a company. Okay, so enter the basic information, address and everything. This is what the master file. So initially the basic registration is required. Once you complete this registration, you need to click on a branch. So to enter a branch detail, select the branch option from menu and the following screen will appear. Once this screen appears, they will ask you how many branch you people are having. Suppose you have one branch, click one and mention the address. Okay, so one, mention the address. If you are running from your head office only, then mention 0 and go ahead. Okay. Second is director. Second step is director. You need to enter the director's serial number 102. In most of the cases, if you are having a proprietorship firm, then better just only one. Okay. If you have more than one, then mention over here and give their identification number, which is known as DIN number, director identification number. Mention all the information related to the directors, their PAN number and everything over here. Okay, now how to add a directors? So enter all the directors details like name, PAN, everything over here. Once you enter this, you need to go for the fees details. So pay the fees details, okay? And you people are well aware with how to pay the fees. So this is what the simple procedure, how to upload a document. Be careful in uploading the document. So here we have seen how to add a branch. It is just like a simple, this is what registration kind of procedure is, okay? This is what registration kind of procedure over here. You need to click on the branch. So you will get all the information, directors, application fees, verify, and now they will ask for the documentation. They will ask for the documentation. Here you are able to see the three words called V, F, and D. Okay. So V for, so here V for, just a second. Okay. So V for verify. Okay, this is what the most important thing you must understand. So VFD, delete, okay, edit and verify. These are the three buttons that you need to take care. So if you want to verify, you can verify. If you want to edit, you can edit. If you want to delete, you can delete. Upload all the files. Better, my humble request to all of you is that use PDF files, okay, not more than 5 MB. If you are using JPEG or GEF, okay, and it requires digital signature as well. Okay, once you complete all the formalities, then they will finally ask you, this is what the original information that you have captured. You need to verify, upload your digital signatures. Then final one is go for this proceed. Once you click on the proceed after verification, they will finally ask you generate IEC number. But before that, they will ask you, this is what all the final information. Once you give the confirmation, then and then it is shown that this is what IEC number is. Okay, so once you click on IEC certificate, this is look like what IEC number is. So ultimately what I am trying to tell you is the simple procedure for getting IEC number. IEC number is simple. What you need to do is you need to visit DGFT, click on a service, then click on IEC application. Okay, then enter your mobile number and email ID. They will generate a token. Enter that token, you will get a new pop-up window. This is known as master window. Over here you need to enter basic your address, okay, where from where you are working. Then enter the branch detail if you have. Then enter the directors detail if you have more than 2 directors or 1 directors. Then pay the fees, okay, and then submit the documents. Which are the documents? It is like address proof. Okay, so if you are having a rent agreement, submit that rent agreement. If you are owning your own shop or office, then better give the electricity bill, okay, digital signature, and then upload the files and verify all the details that you have mentioned in these master files. Once you verify it, they will ask you to generate IEC number. Click on IEC generation. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you will get your IEC certification. This is what the IEC certification, and this is what you need to have before to enter into this international business. So this is what IEC, how to get IEC number in the current situation. Okay, this is from what IEC online application process is. This is very simple process, and this is I am signing off from my